Beads.
Believe me.
Here we go.
Beads of semen all across the...
Holy shit. You're gonna put someone's eye out.
Hi, thanks. Thank you very much. Welcome to America. I'm drunk, but I'll get drunker. Sit back, enjoy. I flew out here. I flew to Houston, and then I drove down here because I got to play Houston next week. And I think it was Confucius. It was either me or Confucius that said the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a vicious ass raping at airport security. I think that's how the saying goes, isn't it? But I feel safer. That's all that counts. I feel safer being stink-eyed and finger-fucked and made to wait and roll over and take off your shoes and sit up and play dead. Hang on, we're going to pull every third grandmother out of line and make her open up her piss bag on a long banquet table just to make sure that she didn't pass a sharp stone at some point during the night. It's for your safety. You can't keep knives out of prison, and in prison they look in your ass. How far are you going to go with this bullshit? You fucking National Guard guys in camouflage at the airport. Brilliant. Yeah. Sitting there. They're not even military guys, for fuck's sake. That's Dave that changes my oil. He hasn't done a push-up in 5 years, and now he can't even change my goddamn oil because you got him standing here doing nothing but looking slack-jawed for a living. Come on now. Bullshit. When I travel, and I really do this, I don't just say this on stage, I actually do it because it's only funny if you really do it. My carry-on bag is full of the most heinous, hideous, dangerous marital aids that money can buy. And nothing but. I travel with fucking vibrating anal beads and butt plugs, bondage mat, the chin strap on. Have you seen that? The one that straps on your head so you can fuck her and eat her out at the same time. I'll put that in there. Pornography. Yeah, you're gonna go through my private shit, motherfucker. You're gonna get an eyeful, yeah. Pick through that dumpster, Dan. Go all the way to the bottom. I'll take a strap-on dildo, 14 inches long. I'll smear it with Hershey's chocolate syrup, make it look shit-stained. I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna embarrass me. Go, pick through it. Pull that out in front of children and grandparents. Nothing. They haven't. This is what pisses me off. I don't know if you've seen it. It's Phoenix Airport and LAX, and I'm sure there's other airports where they have first-class security. Have you seen that? Where you go through the security and they have the big cattle troughs with fucking 45 people in a row, 7 rows deep, and then they have first-class security with 8 people in it. Security has nothing to do with the airlines. They're not connected. Fuck you. It's like having a DUI roadblock and then having an express lane for Mercedes. Fuck you. Nice car. Sweet. Go ahead. You, poor guy, you fucking wait in the trough. Wait with the cattle. Fuck you. That's why I don't care they blow shit up. Go ahead. Make your terrorist alert. I don't give a fuck. This country is a big terrorist pig. This fucking country is a big bloated celebrity that thinks it doesn't have to pay the fucking cover charge. It is. Boom! Blow shit up. Last week they're gonna blow up malls. That was a big terrorist alert. Oh, don't go into malls. You're gonna boom. And the week before, what was it? Banks. Boom! Go blow it up. They really know how to get on my good side. These guys. Yeah, I'll give you my fucking the address to my home branch. Bank of America, Santa Monica Boulevard. Blow it up. Boom. There's your fucking $2 charge for the ATM. Shit's blowing up. You start blowing up IRS audit offices too, and DMVs, and fucking blow up that guy that made that Geico commercial too. Get it? It's Geico, but the Geico gets the phone calls. Boom! Blow it up. I'll be wearing a fucking turban by Thursday. I don't give a shit. Think about it. This country's a big... Do you think Osama bin Laden even exists at this point? I think he's completely invented. He's like a WWF anti-hero that was created. They made him up so you don't have to go pull your Fuck the Ayatollah t-shirt out of storage. That's why you got something else to buy now. Not only do you have a fucking enemy with a face on it, now you got something else to buy. Keep people in business. If Osama bin Laden is really the serious badass that we all have to be worried about, he's calling on Muslims to attack Americans in all fronts. Anywhere you can blow them up, blow them up. That's what the voiceover says. The tapes. How come not dick has happened since September 11th? Not one fucking thing. No one's gotten so much as an Indian rug burn since September 11th, but we should all still be very, very worried and follow George Bush very carefully because he's in control. Be very afraid. Nothing's happened. Bob and fucking Dudley, KLBJ, B Market, third-rated station, they could get on the air tomorrow with that little power, and they could say, you know what, I had a bad meal at Schlotsky's last night, so I want all my listeners to go out and moon a Schlotsky's today. With that little power, someone would still get a face full of ass for breakfast. But Osama bin Bigfoot, the badass terrorist, he can't get one fucking crazy-ass Muslim to leave a burning bag of dog shit on an American's doorstep and ring the bell. That doesn't add up to me. No fucking Alex Jones conspiracy theorist, but once you start spotting some bullshit, then you start spotting it all. That's bullshit! Boom! Blow it up! That fucking pipe bomber, too. Man. I think Osama bin Laden is Tyler Durden. First rule of Al-Qaeda, you do not talk about Al-Qaeda. And that fucking pipe bomber trying to make a smiley face across the country, he's part of Project Mayhem too. He had some great points. He did. Fucking kid, man. It's just such bullshit. It's a fucking big, fat, bloated celebrity, this country, and they think it is. And people like just retards and retards. You know, they blew up the World Trade Center because they're jealous of the way we live. No, they're not. They're fucking jealous. And not that they're not just as... They want us to stop fucking with them. Why are we over negotiating peace with the Middle East? Who the fuck are we? We have problems in this country. You don't, the election. We had a big election dispute with fucking Gore and Bush. You didn't see the Emperor of Tunisia coming over here. I'm going to help you guys work this out. You sit there, and you sit there, and we're going to have to come to a resolution. Who is this fucking guy? Get him out of here. Blow shit up in this country. It's the arrogance that gets shit blown up. No, they're jealous. No, they're not jealous. That's like the fucking fat, skanky, unwashed girl on Ricky Lake that they boo her, and she goes, "You're just jealous. You're just jealous, You're jealous of me. You're jealous of my spandex and my dirty ass." Jealous and fucking stop fucking with people. But we have to fuck with them because they have all the oil. And that's the only reason we're open. Shit goes on all over the world we don't give a fuck about. But where there's oil, all of a sudden we have to negotiate peace. Blow me. People like, but you got, everyone's fat and has cable so they don't pay attention. Fucking wrestling's the #1 show on cable television. You expect fucking people to know what's going on. You got all the fucking oil. We get all the toys, but they get all the batteries. So let's go over and negotiate peace and let shit blow up. Fucking drug support terrorism. No, you're fucking SUV. That's why fucking, if you're driving an SUV tonight, you kill people with the World Trade Center. Trade it in for a Geo Metro, and then no one fucking dies and nothing blows up, and then we can all see in traffic again. That goes for you too, Don King. I know you're gonna haul around fucking tons of silicone on a daily basis. I'm not busting on the silicone either. People who say that, I like fucking real tits. You don't want a fake tit. They're talking about real tits that were nice anyway. They're not talking about the fucking gym sock, puppy mill, fucking mother breeder tits that hang down. At least it's real, it ain't fake. Shut up. Get the fuck out. No one's leaving.
Tonight, comedy rock star Doug Stanhope. Come on, buddy, bring her in and make her grin here at the Velveeta room. Get her grinning and she'll drop her linen here at the Velveeta room.
What do I say? I'm sweating fucking pure alcohol. I've been playing the CNN drinking game. Have you played that? Where you do a shot every time George Bush uses the word evil? Oh, I'm a wreck. You gotta do a double shot every time he says evil doers. Chug the bottle for axis of evil. Are you a president or an exorcist? What are you doing? This guy is the self-proclaimed leader of the free world. Get the fuck out of here. He's quoting the Bible? You out of your tit? I mean, if that's what gets you through your day, fine, but it's fucking a national day of prayer? Does that scare the spine out of anyone? We're going to have a national day of prayer. Especially when you consider that it's all those dog shit religions that start these fucking wars to begin with. 90% of every war that's ever been fought is because of some made-up, mind-controlled, completely fictional religion. You never hear in the news, 200 killed today when atheist rebels took heavy shelling from the agnostic stronghold in the north. No, it's because of your fucking silly placebo religion, because you don't want to admit that you don't fucking know. You want to pray, GW, you pray on your own time. Sit there and fucking make little voodoo fucking crosses in your White House bedroom. You want to help? Grab a shovel and head down to ground zero and start digging, fuckface, because it looks like your God takes Tuesdays off, don't it? Yeah. He slept in on the 11th. He got a little liquored up on the 10th. Did you pray on the 10th? I bet you did, and it didn't do dick, did it? No, why don't you check your horoscope and cross your fingers while you're at it? Why don't you yell jinx as a national plan of defense? This is the leader of the free world. It's fucking crazy. I mean, if that gets you through your day, whatever. We all need something, but it's a crutch, just like any one of my crutches. I promote my crutch. How about a national day of get drunk and say fuck it? How about that? Promote mine. Spread it around. National day of fucking eat shrooms. See through all of it. But you don't. You tax my crutches. You tax our liquor and you tax our cigarettes. Every time you talk about legalizing drugs with your buddies, you always have that one buddy who goes, dude, if we just legalize drugs and tax them, we could wipe out the whole deficit. Good, well tax some fucking Jesus one time too, then. You tax Jesus, you wipe out a whole stink load of deficit, don't you? That Catholic Church has a hell of a lot more money than any Colombian cartel ever will, and they leave a hell of a lot more bodies in the wake. You tax your little silly Jesus one time. Right now they're spending all their money to putty shut the bleeding rectums of young boys. But I bet you get a tax dollar out of them too if you hit them hard enough with a stick or a boat oar or a set of jumper cables or whatever you can get your hands on short notice. Amen. Yes. It gets you through your day, buy it by the shovelful, but you don't keep it out of my face and keep it out of my head and keep it out of the fucking laws. John Ashcroft, that cocksucker. Should be fucking raped by a walrus. Fucking slothy fucking milky cock that fucking protrudes out. Rapes him in the face. Thanks. gets you through your day, but you know what? Maybe a pack of cigarettes and a hooker get me through my day. The only difference is I don't show up at your doorstep on Sunday morning banging on your door trying to get you to accept a hand job from a skank in a short vinyl skirt, do I? I leave you out of it. All those laws that are any law that's morally related, any kind of vice law, liquor law, obscenity law is a fucking church law and it shouldn't exist. Nudity laws, right? They keep talking about over in Afghanistan, that Taliban is so horrible. They make women put veils over their faces. What about your tits? You ever go to the Yellow Rose? You ever go to a titty bar? It's a different body part, but it's that same religious bullshit. I wonder if they have facey bars over in Afghanistan where $10 you can go into a cave and look under the girl's veil for 2 songs. Woo! Ooh, she could spit ping pong balls with her mouth. It's all shaved except for a little strip right at the top. Free country, my ass. This country isn't free at all. It's not. You believe that because you spent 12 years in public school going, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the... What kind of cult bullshit is that? I pledge it. Great things don't have to tell you they're great. You'll figure it out on your own. You don't have to fucking chant and march. America takes credit for giving you freedom that you had anyway. It's like going to a fucking wedding and putting your own tag on someone else's box. That one's for me. You're free anyway. You're born free. Born absolutely free except for laws of nature. Where if you get old, you die, and if you drink, you get drunk, and if you sit on a tack, you bleed from the ass. Those are the only laws you're born with, and any government just takes away from those freedoms. Come on in. You're free to sit. America gave you the freedom to sit. And give me beaver shots in the skirt. Oh, what, you're not a patriot? Fine. America takes credit for all those freedoms. You're not free. You can't drink a beer after 2, so drink up, because I'm going long tonight. You're not that free. You can't smoke a cigarette until 2 in the afternoon. Not that free. You can't put a fucking fishing pole in a fishing hole without a goddamn license. You can't drive down the street without a seatbelt. And you can't put a business on your sign without a permit. And you can't... McDonald's, with just the shit they throw away on an hourly basis, could feed every hungry person in this fucking country, probably this planet. But health laws don't allow it. And if you get sick of all the bullshit, you're not even free to kill yourself in this country. You're not fucking free. Well, America gave you the freedom to stand on stage and say what you're saying right now. No, a voice box gave you the freedom to stand on stage and say what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with America. America doesn't exist. It's just dirt that has fucking lines drawn around it. Old guys put lines on it at one point. It's all fucking dirt, man. And as soon as you make that argument, Joe shithead patriot, he's got so many flags in his car window, he can't even see the road. He drives over pedestrians to show how much he loves America. Woo! So his argument, he'll just pick out another country that sucks worse as though that's a defense. He'll go, yeah, you say that, but you know, over in Uzbekistan, if you even have a beer, they'll pull out your eye with a hot grapefruit spoon. So, what does that have to do with me? How does their suck make my suck not suck? That doesn't make any sense at all. It's not an argument. That's like when you're getting fat or something. You go, fuck, I'm getting really fat. But then your really obese friend goes, fuck, you think you're fat? God damn it, look at me. I can't even fit behind the wheel of my ice cream truck. Just because you're a big sloppy haystacks Calhoun doesn't make my pants fit any more comfortably. No one's fucking me because you're way goofier. America might be the greatest country in the world, but you know what? That's like being the prettiest Denny's waitress. Just because you're the best doesn't necessarily make you good. Fuck Jesus country, the fucking Jesus heads. How many Christians here tonight? Alright, really? Hardcore? No, not hardcore. You made your own Christianity. Yeah. I mean, I'm not busting on you. That's what people do. If you just never heard of the Bible, how old are you? 32. No one ever heard of the Bible? You never heard of the Bible? Never talked to you? You were just walking through a used bookstore today and stumbled across the Bible like a pioneer. Little Lewis and Clark, and you're thumbing through it while you're taking a shit. Yeah, you can read anything while you're taking a shit, right? They put out, okay, let's say they put on the back of fucking Captain Crunch. How about that? Right? Read anything on the back of Captain Crunch. How quick would you recognize that as true? Would you go, hey, this is exactly what I was looking for? Yeah, the fucking flood and the ark, and yeah, this sounds incredibly true. You'd throw it in the trash, would you not? If you've never, because that's why they have to pump it into your head when you're still little and you get a soft spot and you're Santa Claus eligible and they fucking pump it all in there then, you don't know any better, and then they cork it in there with a whole bunch of fear, and what you do, when you go, I'm not hardcore, you made your own Christianity. What your brain does is it fucking, you believe all the parts that don't affect your life at all. I believe in heaven, I believe Jesus and the resurrection, yeah, sure. But the parts that affect your instincts directly, which is your real God, if you think about it. Your fucking brain grows around that like a club foot. You go, oh, we have to adapt here. No, I believe in Garden of Eden and all that. Yeah. Oh, premarital sex? No, I think that was a typo. That's open to interpretation. But I believe in, sure. And yeah, love thy neighbor to an extent, except for that fuckhead up in 3B who plays Beastie Boys till 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna poison his fucking dog if it doesn't stop barking, but the Bible was written before Beastie Boys were around, so it's open to interpretation. You don't believe it. You don't. And this is how I know that those people, because every time you see a tragedy, whether it's 9/11 or a bus goes into a lake or a fucking grandma spontaneously combusts, whatever it is, you see people on the news and they're whining like cunts and they go, it's horrible, it's terrible, and it's tragic. But at least he's in a better place now. He's with Jesus. Then why are you crying? Why are you crying? If you with all of your faith, your depth of your soul believes that your loved one is dancing around on a fluffy cloud in an everlasting paradise for all of eternity without a care in the world, happier than pinworms in a baby's stool, why are you crying? You should be ecstatic if you really believe it. You should be calling all your friends on the phone. Did you hear the great news? Lightning struck my baby. Yeah, he's in a better place. God picked him. I told you he was adorable. Yeah. God spared him that average 72-year sentence on this shithole planet. Do you really believe that death leads to eternal bliss? Then why are you wearing a seatbelt? Because you're just not sure. Why do all these religious people, why do they all fucking welcome one another? Why do all the heads of religions embrace one another if they really believe that the other religion is going to send your soul to hell for all of eternity? Fucking Pope, right after 9/11, calls for all the leaders of all the major religions to get together and let's work. Huh? Hedging your bets. Yeah, no, it's like Coke and Pepsi. Pepsi sucks. No, Coke sucks. Drink Pepsi. No, Pepsi sucks. Drink Coke. But as long as you're drinking cola and not water that's good for you, we're all happy, aren't we? You know what? I don't know if you heard me on KLBJ, but when I was asking for the fucking heavy-handed handshake, For the drugs, I was talking about doing drugs this weekend, and none of them showed up. And then I got like that last show, 2 people in a row. Here you go. Hey, nice to meet you with the fucking heavy hand, and it was both fucking pot. I don't smoke pot. I was asking for shrooms or ecstasy or even blow. But if anyone wants to trade out, I got lots of dope now. And the other thing I was doing on the air is busting on vice cops. So you know there's some fucking vice cunt in here who's gonna bust me for having drugs that I don't even do. So trade out with me. At least I get busted for doing a drug that I enjoy. If you're a vice cop and you're sitting in here, I swear to God, I hope that you get the angriest fucking ass cancer that your God can create. Hideous, terrifying ass cancer. I mean, it grows out of your pants. It extends out of you like a big pink fleshy beehive that it hangs out the back leg of your boxer shorts, and your kids whack at it with a stick like it's a piñata. Every time you go to the toilet in the morning, they chase after you and they think it's cute and they whack it. They go, ah, that's Daddy's ass cancer. God gave that to him for being a cock, you fucking nothing. Bust people for they bust smokers. Vice cops in LA bust smokers for smoking in bars. They made it illegal to smoke in bars in LA. And for the first 6 months, everything went, fuck you, whatever, and they smoke in bars. And then some douchebag passes, what? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know. That's all right, I'll do all those short attention span jokes. Hey, so I told my girlfriend I wanted to fuck her between the tits. She said, how you gonna make that feel good for me? I said, right before I come, I'll stop punching you in the face. What do you got? Let me get through this bit. Move on. Vice cops bust you for smoking dope. They bust you they go to titty bars and make sure not too much ass crack is showing. Oh, thank God you were here. They go to smut shops, make sure you weren't jacking off in a jack-off booth. Oh, you're a hero. This could have gotten way out of hand. You don't deserve to be shot in the face. That's the best when they bust a smut shop, because smut shops are always like in some leaky, weird industrial area of town, and you gotta go down a back alleyway, and there's a fucking dark door with a fucking unlit sign, and you go down the stairs, and you go past the fucking double dongers, and you go past the butt plugs, and you go past the videos and the lingerie, and then they'll have like a dark hallway. If you've never been to a smut shop, they have jack-off booths. They're like phone booths, and they're lined up like a dozen of them. You go in, you beat your meat, you get 50 channels of smut for a token at a time, and I've done it 1,000 times myself. Sitting there, your fucking sneakers sticking to the floor, you jack off, and hope no fucking guy sticks his dick through the fucking glory hole, right? You know. And you jack off, and no one gets hurt most of the time. And vice cops will go through all of that, and they'll go down and they'll go past the fucking double dongers, and they'll go past the inflatable butt plug and the fucking blow up sheet, and they go past the penis pumps, and they go down that dark hallway, and they'll kick in that last door, and they'll go, pooh, ah, we caught you jacking off right out here in public. What if one of our children should have walked down here into this weird industrial area of town, and then down the back alleyway, and down the doorstep past the fucking blow-up sheet and the fucking rubber fist, and down here into the dark hallway, and down at the end, and found you jacking off right out here in public like son. Every vice is a punishment in itself. There's no need for a vice law. It's a fucking church law. The punishment is inherent in the act. If you smoke cigarettes, you get cancer and you die. You don't need a ticket on top of it. You watch too much porno. It diminishes your taste for the kind of girls who will actually fuck you. It's going to downside. Sew right into the fabric. I've done every one of them. I have drank till I couldn't remember my own name. The next day, you've learned a lesson. I've done drugs. I have done coke till my nose was bleeding like the 4th week of Lilith Fair. I didn't have to have someone tell me it was wrong afterwards. I figured it out. I fucked hookers. I've had 15 hookers in my life, somewhere in the area. I don't keep count. I never woke up the next day going, man, I am glad I got a hooker last night, huh? Who's the thinker in this party, Bobby? Me? No, you go, I could have jerked off and saved $185. Now I gotta check my dick for spots for the next 6 months. I better drink it again. To go to jail on top of that, that's double jeopardy. That's unconstitutional. Fucking prostitution illegal. Explain that. Give me one reason prostitution should be illegal. If it's not a fucking moral reason. STDs. Bullshit. What, then you're gonna make our local bar sluts illegal too? And you know, you couldn't do that because we riot in the fucking streets. We need them. They keep us alive. STDs. It's such a bullshit excuse. It's the same bull. What? I mean, it's like when someone, like when you get in a new relationship and people ask you, how many people have you slept with? Right? I just want to know because it's STDs. No, it's a jealous thing. It is. You don't give a fuck about STDs. You probably already fucked the person you're asking. That's because you're jealous. I know my last girlfriend. She'd be like, and she made a big deal about it. Because I don't know. I've been a road comic for 12 years. I've fucked a lot of people. It was either fuck a lot of people or don't ever fuck because you're in a different town all the time. You can't fuck the same person unless you get married and you're making decent money. But back then I was living on couches. Fucked a lot of people. So I don't know. I'm a drunk and a road comic. I don't even know your name for half the fucking time. So I go like, I don't know, like 200 people. I just throw out a number, and then she's a comic at the time. The girl I was dating was a comic, so she did a big bit about it. My boyfriend, 200 people. So then I actually sat down and I tried to count, which is weird. Because I'm a fucking weird guy, right? So somebody's like, okay, then there's that one, and there was that one up in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Yeah, no. I just jacked off on her tits when she fucked herself with a banana. So, but does that count? At one point, I had a girlfriend that would let me fuck her in the ass, but she wouldn't because she was Catholic, right? And she was like weird about it, seriously. And she'd go, okay, I'm saving it until I know that it's right and we're having a real relationship. You can fuck me in the ass, though. Okay. All right. Well, then let it never be right. I'm not sure I love you quite enough. Roll over. All right. When does it count? To me, it's always counted if you go home empty. That's it. If I leave your house with no sexual desire left, count it. I can't fuck you. I'd really love to, but I have my period, and I just feel weird. And, oh no, no, I just have my wisdom teeth out too, so I can't do that. No. No, pinworm's really bad. I'd love to, but no. I lost all my fingers in a lawnmower accident. But there's a half a spoiled ham in the crisper drawer. If you'd like, okay, fair enough. Stanhope, you score last night? Hell yes. There's an easy Porter tag there somewhere, but I won't do it. That's why I didn't do it.
Comedy rock star Doug Stanhope headlining tonight here at the world famous Velveeta Room. Toughest club in America. Come on, buddy, what do you say? Don't be shy. Come on, girls, plenty of underage boys right inside. Come on in.
Did any of you fuck my wife today? One, honey, she waved, she raised her hand. You know what, people, the girl, don't worry, it's just the girl. People try to fuck my wife right in front of me. Like, I've always been dismissed as a boyfriend/husband, and we go, hey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing, I'm just sitting here. My boyfriend, really? Cool, can I buy a drink? Like, fuck you, she just said. She just said. I'm like a non-event in relationships. They don't buy it. No, she's not really with that dude. He's like, we could have been getting married and someone, oh, what are you doing, man? Oh, I'm getting married right now. Really? What are you doing later? Fuck off! viable human being. A friend of mine just gave me the biggest ear beating in the world. She's going, do you know what you're doing to yourself? I mean, look at you. You smoke almost 3 packs of cigarettes a day? You're drunk on stage every night? You're just destroying your body. I said, don't you have 4 children? And I'm destroying my body? I could put my hand in your cunt and still flip a coin. For Pete's sakes, I'm destroying my body. I might be a little gray in the liver, but I don't have to carry my tits in my pants pockets either. They're just different types of hangovers. Yours last 18 years. Yeah, the bugs are fucking flying out of me now. This will be good. I don't know what I was talking about now. Oh, kids, you're gone. How many kids you have? 2. Don't have any more. That's the highest acceptable point, because you've replaced yourself and the husband. Don't, from now on, take it in the ass. I'm serious about that. No, take it in the ass. Or, rub one out on his face. However you do it. Just don't fucking spit any more up. Oh, you got sodomy laws in Texas. Do you know that? Do you know that sodomy is illegal right here in the free country of the United States of America? You can't, in your privacy of your own home, you can't go fucking rub one out on his face. Huh? Oral sex? Yeah, sodomy technically is not just butt fucking before you pass judgment. Sodomy is technically any type of sexual act that is not meant for procreation. And I know that because it was posted over my bed in a hotel room in Chattanooga, Tennessee. There was a Bible and a flashing red light next to it. Chattanooga is so behind the times you can't even get AIDS there yet. They busted, listen to this, they busted 2 guys, this is about 18 months ago, in Harris County, Texas, outside of Houston, butt fucking. 2 guys butt fucking in the privacy of their own home. Do you know this story? Anyone? This is a true story. There's 2 butt fuckers, thank you. 2 butt fuckers, here's the story. And they're butt fucking in the privacy of their own home, and there's a 3rd butt fucker. This is the twist of the story. There was a 3rd butt fucker on a grassy knoll or something. There's a 3rd butt fucker who used to butt fuck one of the butt fuckers who's now butt fucking someone new in the butt in the privacy of his own home, but he knows he's butt fucking someone new, so he gets all cheesed off and jealous, as people often do, and to interrupt the butt fucking, he calls 911. This is a true story. He's all sneaky, dials 911, and he reports a burglary going on at that address. Which there kind of was. All right. Yeah, there's a little breaking and entering of some kind going on in there, but who gives a shit? That's their business. But cops, or again, as we call them, heroes, show up, kick in the door, boom! Found him butt fucking, no burglary, just the butt fucking. They arrested him under sodomy laws. They convicted him, and an appeals court upheld the conviction and the law in March of 2001, before September 11th. So they couldn't even hype it as terrorist-related butt fucking to get all the sheep jumping on the party line. Fuck. When you consider, seriously, when you consider the rampant overpopulation in this country, when you consider the natural resources that are getting pissed away, like draft beer at a frat party, the fucking rolling blackouts and gas $5 a gallon, homosexuality is completely underrated in this society. Seriously. You know a homo, send that guy a cocktail, man. Next time you get a good parking space downtown, send a homo a drink and say, thanks, brother. That's the guy who didn't spit out 9 ugly fucking kids that are parking there now. Next time you get to work on time, send a lesbian a bouquet of flowers and say, thanks, girlie. That's the chick who didn't spit out more unnecessary youth to make traffic even fucking worse. You got kids you get to pre-board the airplane, teabag me. You wait till last. You're part of the problem, whore. You let that homo pre-board. You wear a rubber or get a bus pass. Fucking selfish prick. And this is what pisses me off, is if you go, have the 9 kids or whatever, and you put them in the biggest gas-chugging SUV that your corporation can afford, and you tool them around the neighborhood at $5 a gallon, and fuck all to the environment. They're gonna go play soccer. It comes out of my check. That's what pisses me off. The more kids you have, the more tax breaks you get, and you're encouraged to procreate, and you pre-board, and people look at your ugly little pictures, and they hold the door for you, and it comes out of my check. I didn't do a goddamn thing. I blow a load in a girl's hair out of respect for the environment and Mother Nature. And not only do I have to pay for your goddamn schools, then I have to drive past the fucking school at 15 miles an hour on my way home to go jack off and watch The Simpsons, because you're not even at the school to get shithead across the street. Your kids shouldn't affect my life, but they do everywhere you look. Everyone's dancing around to protect your fucking stupid kids. I gotta pay for HBO just to hear a comedian say fuck to protect your children. $60 a month out of my pocket to protect your kids. I gotta sit there like a mongoloid with a child-proof lighter trying to light my cigarette when I'm drunk to protect your kids. Why is it that I get into a taxi cab at 2:30 in the morning because I'm drunk and I want to go moon sorority girls because I got issues that go years back, and I can't even moon a sorority girl because the taxi cab window only goes down halfway because it's a child safety window, which completely eclipses the whole hangy turkey neck part of the moon. Why even moon a sorority girl if they can't see the swingy egg bag part of it? I'm out $6 on a cab ride because you had to have another baby, because you don't want to mow your own lawn when you're 50, and you didn't make captain of the football team, and you want to see what you'd look like if you didn't eat so much cake. I don't like kids. My brother keeps having babies, and I have to fly back to Rhode Island every time he has one because I'm its uncle, so I have to give a shit. And I'm glad that he's happy, right? He goes, hey, Doug, man, my kids are my whole life. You got to understand, they're everything to me. Yeah. Well, you'd have to say that. And even if it wasn't true, you still have to toe that story. You could never go, oh, no, little Timmy here? No, he ruined everything, didn't you, buddy? Yeah. I had hopes and dreams, and I was going to travel, and one night of tequila and no condom, and here you are. Oh, now I'm gray. You can see death in my eyes if you look real close. I work a factory job that I hate just for the benefits. Yeah, go play, little buddy. Every time you say you hate kids, people always say the same thing. They go, it would be different if it was your own child. Yeah, what if it wasn't? What if I believed all of you people who told me that, and on your good word, I squeeze out a little wrinkly rat of my own, and I end up hating my own child just as much as I hate that screaming piece of shit on the airplane next to me, or the filthy fuck in the Denny's booth behind you who climbs over and he plays in your hair and he drools chewed up bananas down the back of your neck, and his parents think it's adorable, and you're hungover and you want to fucking not hurt the kid or anything, but maybe squeeze a lemon in his eye, something that's not traceable back to me. If it was my own kid, I could do that to him all day long. I don't know that would ever get old to me. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know what kind of a parent you're going to be ahead of time? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know that you're not going to end up being that one snap and shake the baby parent? I'm serious. Those people who come apart like that, they didn't see it coming ahead of time. They were just as stupid as you or me walking through life. I'll be a great parent. Yeah, I can't wait to raise him. They weren't sitting in the delivery room staring down the big gaping hole going, get out of here, you son of a bitch. I want to shake you. Woo-hoo. Come on, push, mama. I want to shake the little baby till his spine goes all rattly. Woo-hoo. They snap. They snap after months of constant. time I consider having a child, then I'll read a story in the newspaper where some parents left their kid locked in a hot car in a Kmart parking lot for 10 hours. And his little brain bakes like a blueberry muffin because one of them forgot it was in there. I've done shit that irresponsible in my life. It was with ice cream, but how do you know you'll draw the line in it? I don't want to take that chance. Hey, you know what? I don't necessarily want to see the kind of child that I would produce at this point in my life. Seriously, with the shit that I've done to my body over the years with drugs and alcohol and tobacco, the acid I did in my 20s alone, I don't want to see the kind of baby this sperm is waiting to create. Because you look at people who are in great condition. Even them. You watch football, right? Yeah, every other quarterback in the National Football League is on Sunday afternoon. Hi, this is Doug Flutie, the United Way, and this is my boy Wacky. He was born without bones. And these guys are in perfect physical condition, and they're blown out rubber heads like it's Jiffy Pop popcorn. I would have the biggest elephant man baby that you would ever see in your life with the shape that I'm in. And if I did have the wacky circus kid like that, I couldn't be the devoted United Way parent who has the 10-year bedside vigil just waiting for little water noggin to blink one time. I'm not that good. I'd leave that baby at the closest church doorstep with a note in his little flipper hand. Be on the first third world airlines flight out of this country. I couldn't be a responsible enough parent if my kid were born with a brand new suit and a full-time job. Much less fish gills or an ingrown head. Pro-abortion. And pro-sodomy. Sodomy should not only be legal, it should be promoted. Government-sponsored campaigns trying to get you to try sodomy one time. Next to every anti-abortion billboard, there should be a big pro-sodomy billboard. Take one in the fanny, save money on a nanny, or something catchy. Choose life, choose ass, skip the middleman. Pro-abortion too, not just pro-choice. Pro-abortion. Pro-choice is weak fucking apathy bullshit. Make a decision and root for your team. Talk someone into the abortion. Give her cab fare. Hold her afterwards. Chip in. Save your roofie and put a RU-486 in her drink. Watch her coughing out stillborns on the dance floor. Whatever you're gonna do. It's good for the environment. Fucking think you're recycling, it's enough. Shut up. Alright, here's the abortion argument that I hear all the time. Because no one's ever gonna win the argument, but you hear everyone fighting. But this is the opinion that I hear all the time that doesn't make any sense at all. It's the people who go up. They go, I'm against abortion, except like in cases of rape. Doesn't make any sense. That's saying, yes, a fetus is a human being just like you or me, unless his dad is an asshole. So if your dad goes and commits a crime tomorrow, we can come pull you out of your office cubicle and suck your head flat with a vacuum. Doesn't make any sense. I don't want no flipper baby. Do you guys do drugs? What's your drug of choice other than pot? Sure. RU-486. That was nice. Whoever said that. That's funny. Heckle if it's funny. Do you do drugs? None at all? Have you ever done drugs? What was your favorite one? X is fucking good, yeah. Proper planning. not a good drug to do alone.
Or without Xanax.
Huh?
Or without a Xanax to come down.
Oh yeah, the Xanax. That's Xanax. Xanax and Viagra for it was like a year's time where I realized those are the only two illegal drugs I've done in a year. I knew that's fucking old. Like, that's bad. Viagra I know it's a big wacky punchline for everything, but it works. It works. Have you tried it? Anyone? You see blue? I didn't see any blue. I fucking saw a boner that wouldn't quit though. It was nice. I didn't see anything blue. Yeah, Renee tried it, just gave her a headache. But I thought it kicks whiskey dick right out the 6-story window. It does. It works like a Korean grocer. 18 hours. Not a sign of tired. You drink fucking 8 pitchers of beer and 9 shots of Goldschlager. You could drink a half a can of lighter fluid and still turn a girl's sphincter inside out like an elephant's trunk at 5:30 the next morning. It's like being a small god. It's like being a false prophet, and I highly recommend it to all my friends. You can get it online. The problem is, if you're that drunk that you can't get it up on your own, you probably shouldn't be fucking in the first place. Because all Viagra does at that point is make you a lousy piece of ass for longer. I can fuck you like this all night. Yeah, get back here. I never get soft. Take it, bitch. You love it. Wow. Oh shit! I hit her in the face. Oh, fuck. Well, your face looks like your ass. I can't tell. It's dark in here. Hang on, I gotta take a shit. This draft beer pours out of me like acrid lava. But don't you start without me kidding. You know what I love? I love when women fake orgasms just to get you to stop. Isn't that adorable? Don't fake orgasms unless you're really, really good at it. Because I know when I'm a terrible piece of ass. I'm well aware. And when you try to play otherwise, you're just embarrassing both of us at that point. If it's 3 hours after last call and I'm all hunched over you, like sweating fucking beer sweats like this all in your face and blowing hot beer breath in your face, don't start screaming like it's the greatest night of your life, because I know you're lying to me. When I'm trying to cram you full of 2 inches of semi-soft Jaeger cock, don't start hollering like you're at the Super Bowl, because I know that's bullshit and that throws my timing off. You want me to finish? Just be honest. Say, hurry up and come, you drunken fuck, I'm paying a babysitter. I respond well to honesty. I had a girl say this to me. She goes, if God intended women to suck dick, he'd have made cum taste like chocolate. I said, yeah, but he had to make it taste like bleach so you'd remember to do the laundry. Not funny at all. It's funny at the time. It's not funny now. I like drugs. Every drug should be legal. Coke is a good special event drug. There's times where it's appropriate. For my wife right now, it'd be very appropriate so I don't have to actually haul around my shoulder. There's times where Coke works out well. When it's free and you're really hammered and all your friends are still partying and I'm about to pass out and I think someone might fuck me if I could just stay up for 2 more hours, and it never happens, but you give it a shot. No reason. And that's why when you hear in the news, more and more high school kids are doing drugs. Who gives a fuck? Who better to do drugs than high school kids? What are you gonna fuck up that bad when you're 17 years old and you can't bounce right back from? What? You're gonna get an F? Who gives a shit? You're not gonna forget your kids in daycare and blow your mortgage payment and shake the baby. Do all that shit when you're young and you can afford to miss. You get older, you got shit to do. I gotta move my fucking car on street sweeping day. I don't have time to sit around and hope my head comes back together. You hear all these douchebags. It's all the old fuckers that vote that keep drugs illegal. They've never done drugs. You go, bye-bye. I Here's a story. My dad, he croaked last year, and he had this male nurse that would take care of him. He's an old guy, too. And I was sitting there listening to him, and I don't usually say shit like that, but he was just talking that old fuck rhetoric where they have no idea what they're talking about, but they just spout rhetoric that you know. And he's talking to some drug story in the paper, and he goes, you know, Russell, it's easier to buy drugs anymore than it is to buy a newspaper. That's the problem. And he goes, when is the last time you bought drugs? And I don't want to buy it, but I had to say something. I go, when's the last time you, and he turns really proud, and he goes, I've never done one drug in my life. Then shut the fuck up, you fucking moron. If you don't know dick about it, don't comment on it and don't vote about it. I don't know dick. It's easier to buy drugs. You know what? Next time you're at the Yellow Rose and some fucking titty dancer tells you she'll meet you at her hotel room if you can score some fucking blow, you test out your theory then. 2 a.m. Yeah. When you fail miserably, you see if she'll fuck you for the sports section. Do that. Bullshit. We've got some weird shit from a smut, because I have a smutty act every now and again. I say smutty. So, like, for gifts, I always get these weird, like, smut toy gifts as gag presents, you know? Like, I got a penis pump, and I got the inflatable sheep as joke gifts. And you laugh, right? Ha ha ha. But there's only so long shit like that can hang around your apartment before you have to stick your dick in it. Kind of like the cat or the VCR that's taunting you every day. But I got here, you'll like this story. I got this, it's about 4 years ago. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin, and I'm working there on my birthday. And my friend Tim Mitchell, he's a comic, and they bought me this, it's called a rubber fuck my face. It's actually what it's called, fuck my face. It's like a latex head. You remember the heads that your parents used to put a wig on? Like the styrofoam ones that no features and that, do you know, you're fucking 15 years old. No, you don't know what I'm talking about. But you know, it's got no features. It's a latex head, and it's got no features, but it's got the open mouth hole, and the mouth goes in, and it curves up, and it comes out the back. There's like a hole in the back. It's like a Kennedy hole right there. And they put a vibrating egg in there. Do you know the vibrating egg? It's like, most smut toys come with them now. It's a chrome egg on a cord, and it's got a little control, and it vibrates. So you put it in the fucking hole, and it makes the whole head vibrate to make it realistic. That's what it says on the box. A realistic, vibrating, maybe you have some epileptic fantasy, and you want to get some weird rape thing you're into. You want to pretend you're scared shitless. You fucking take it. Alright, so they give me this on stage, and they make a big production about it, and I go, and then Dawn will fuck me, even though it's my birthday. I go home all alone, back to my hotel room in Madison, Wisconsin, with my rubber fuck my face from Tim Mitchell. Now we get in the room, and I look at it, and it looks at me. I put on something pretty, it turned on porn. I don't know how I got my credit card, but I didn't ask a lot of questions. But I go, I'm gonna fuck the rubber fuck my face. Oh, I don't care, what do I get to lose? It's gonna hurt my reputation, right? So I go to fuck the thing, and my dick won't fit in it. And you know, most of you have seen my dick by now. It's not my dick. This is a manufacturing flaw. I got a little dick, but some disgruntled worker over in Hong Kong make the mouth like a bottleneck. You go, oh, yeah, Joe, I got no pussy, you got no pussy. Oh, how you like that? Mouth hole, right, or something. And keep in mind that I'm not like packing maximum density in anticipation of the rubber fuck my face either. I'm not walking home swinging lumber going, I can't wait to get you, right? I'm half whiskey dick and I'm trying to mushroom it in there, fucking thumb it in there, half hard, hope it get hard on the inside. And then when it would get hard on the inside, it has little rubber nubby teethy things in the throat part that fucking hurt. They go, ow! There's one benefit to an artificial blowjob, it would be the no teeth part, but no. Fucking disgruntled dong ho, he go, oh no, you get fucking teeth with booby trap. Yeah, there you go. How you like that, Joe? So I get hard in there and I go, ow, 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 and I spit my dick out all purple and whatnot. I know you don't want to hear this, I don't want to tell this, but Here's the problem. I spend fucking an hour and a half. I mean, you start jacking off in weird ways, you gain a level of commitment where you're gonna finish no matter what. Right? What would you do? You fucking spend, Don King, you spend 90 minutes trying to jack off with it. This is a top shelf item too. This is like a $150 product. This is not some point of interest bag of lotion you jack off to and throw away. It's a $150 rubber fuck my face that someone cared enough about me to invest in. What would you do? You spend like an hour and a half jacking off with this, rubber fuck my face with nubby teethy thing, small mouth hole. What would you do? You put it on the shelf. You throw it away, and then you jack off the old-fashioned way with that vibrating egg in your ass. That's what I thought too, exactly. I don't see where that's gonna be a problem. And it wasn't bad either, you know, it wasn't great. It was all nummy and tingly in the sphincter area. It didn't raise the bar on jacking off. Like, I don't need to have the vibrating egg in my ass to get there now. It was pretty good, but here's where the problem was. A few hours later, Tim Mitchell, the comic who gave me this vibrating rubber fuck my face to begin with, he comes back over to my room and he knocks on the door and he comes in and he talks about the fucking game or the weather or small talk. He's just sitting there bullshitting. I'm long since done, you know. You feel dirty, but that goes away. He's talking and talking, and then he looks down. He's sitting on the bed, and he looks down, and there's a small piece of paraphernalia on the bed there, and he flicks it with his finger, a little something, and he goes, just real casually, he goes, what's that? And he flicks it, and it goes, and it sticks to the wall. Do you know what that was? Poop! Yeah, poop! Evidently, when I yanked that vibrating egg out of my ass, a small dollop of poop trailed after it like a needy child. And now it's sitting there at the foot of my bed, and it's splattered all over the wall, and it's all over Tim Mitchell's finger, and he's... Dude, that's shit! What the fuck is shit all over? And I got no answer at all. I'm trying to think of something like... I'm usually pretty good with excuses. If you ask me to help you move tomorrow, I could come up with, I got spinal surgery at 9 a.m. I have no reason why there's a lump of warm poop on a freshly made hotel bed. Go! So I go, I don't know. Like maybe that's just how I party and you're weird. You don't have poop on your bed? What are you, fucking coach?
Can't beat a Velveeta torpedo. Come on in.
I got rolled by a transvestite hooker about 15 years ago. No, it was only 9, 10, 12 years ago. I don't know. A long time ago. Has anyone ever been rolled by a transvestite? Really? All of you? Here's my story, and then you can tell yours next. No, it's a true story. So when I first started comedy, this was like 11 years ago in Phoenix, Arizona, me and my buddy Matt Becker would go out after shows and we'd cruise all the skanky hookers down on Van Buren. Van Buren's a street. If you're ever in Phoenix and you need a skanky hooker, Van Buren, and then you double back on Washington, or you can, well, anyway, we're cruising, okay, and we weren't buying at the time. We just go out and get really liquored up and no one would fuck us. So we go take it out on them and we heckle them and yell shit out the window and whatnot. But one night we're banging a U-turn on Van Buren in front of what had to be the ugliest prostitute we'd ever seen in our lives. So we had to look, you know, and as soon as we slowed the car down to look, she just jumped right for the door, and she opened the door and she shoved her way in, and she had some opening presentation where she had a gun, or someone had a gun, so hurry up and drive, or someone's chasing me. All I know is we're scared shitless, and we start driving, and she turns to me and Matt, and she goes, "I sucked both your dicks for $15. And when she first got in the car, me and Matt may have thought she was really a guy. But $15 looks like a girl to me, looks like a girl to you. What a lovely young lady we have here. And before I could even answer her, she pulled my dick out and started blowing me, which is a good way to close a deal in any line of work. Really, that spells sold right there, no matter what you do for a living. So I give her the $15 out of my pocket, and she takes us down all these little side streets. And we get to a dead end. We're in a really dark residential area. And we're in a Jeep, too. So I'm having to sit up in the hump of the Jeep, in between the seats. Matt's sitting right here, waiting his turn. She's going to work, and me and Matt are just trying not to laugh. Because anytime you're getting a blowjob that close to your best friend, your tendency is to chuckle a little bit. But I have my dick in the mouth of a very ugly, angry crack whore right now. I don't want to bust up laughing. I don't want to be the reason she snaps and bites down. So I'm trying to be cool. I know I made a huge mistake with my life. And at that point, I felt her fucking around in my back pocket. And all I said was, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she goes, "I didn't touch your wallet. Why are you accusing me to take your wallet? I don't know where your wallet is." I'm like, "Oh, fuck." And she reaches down, she goes, "Here's your wallet, it's on the floor." And there was a $50 bill. That's all that was in my wallet is gone. So I go, "Where's my fucking money?" I'm trying to be a big tough guy, right? I go, "Where's my fucking money?" She goes, "I ain't got your money." I said, "You give me my $50 for..." And she grabbed me by the hair and slammed me into Matt so hard, Matt went right out the driver's side of the Jeep. I picked up on the roll bar and I kicked her in the head as hard as I could, and she just got pissed. And at that point, any illusion that this is really a chick have gone right out the fucking window. That dream is over, kids. You can sober up and lose your bonus now. So I jump out on the driver's side. She gets out on the passenger side. And I don't have any idea where I even had the balls to try this, but I still have my wallet in my hand. And it's dark enough, it's pitch black outside. So I come up from the other side of the Jeep and I go, "Give me my money or I'll blow your fucking head off." And she believed me. Which scared the shit out of me even more because she still wouldn't give me my money, but she thought I had a gun to her head. I can't pull the trigger. So I'm like, and I'm hoping Matt will jump in with a little good cop, bad cop over here. Come on, fucking help me out, man. Don't make him do it again. He is crazy. He kills all the hookers. Give him his money or something. Fucking Matt's running around all punch drunk and retarded like he just found out he's adopted. I'm like, "Get the fucking car and drive. Go, let's go." And finally, I got him in the car and we haul ass out of there. And at first, we're incredibly pissed because we've been completely stripped of all our pride. Should we go back and run her over with the car? I don't fucking know. We could hit her in the head with a tire jack. I don't know. Finally, we cut our losses and we drive home. And it might have been the most silent drive home of my entire life. We get about a mile from the house, and finally, Matt looks over at me and he goes, "You got your dick sucked by a guy!" Fuck you, man! Fucking you waited in line to get your dick sucked by a guy. How about that? And where's my $7.50? So key to life. Key to life is excess in moderation. They'll tell you that moderation is a key to life, and the people who tell you that are those full of shit people who think buying drugs is easier than buying a newspaper. They've never done dick with their lives. You have to stretch it out every now and then if you're going to have any fun at all. Don't drink a couple of beers every night after work. Pick one night out of the week like tonight and drink all the fucking beers at once. Get completely shitty. Find your range. Tell the person that you're sitting next to what you've really been thinking about them for the last 6 days, and then apologize for the next 6 days, and then start over. You can't play in the middle of the road if you've never seen the far curve. You don't know where the middle is, really. Push yourself. Don't get $15 crack whores. But one time in life, save up, and on some New Year's Eve when you're all alone, get that $1,500 hot Heidi Fleiss call girl, chick like that, kind of girl that would never fuck you on her own accord, and make her do weird shit. Dress her up in a Big Bird costume with a football helmet and a strap on, and have her wail on you with a bicycle chain for an hour. Wake up with a story you'd be proud to tell your friends. Don't eat a mushroom stem and see colors. Eat the whole bag and see God one time. A real God. Not some storybook bullshit God that's been fucking kicked into your head for the last 2,000 years that you just accept with no logic whatsoever. A fucking real God that works for you. Anytime you deny your own logic, you deny your own instincts, deny your own God, you fucking moron. All this part of the bit is coming out of the bottle, which is the weirdest thing. And don't learn from other people's mistakes. That's the worst advice you could ever get. Other people are fucking morons. Like I said, wrestling's the #1 show on cable television. You're gonna learn from their mistakes. They're fucking tools. You might be the first guy who could do it right and be a hero for all of us. Take a chance and learn to fly there, Orville, right? Nothing makes you, you can have every cause in the world and you can save the whales and you can stop nuclear power, whatever bullshit nothing makes you feel better inside, male or female, than when someone who shouldn't have fucked you did. You're happy as a pig and shit all week. You let people cut you off in traffic and go, ah! 58 items in the 10 item or less lane. Yeah. Go ahead, use a check and a coupon too. Go in front of me. I don't give a shit. That girl fucked me. I'm happy all week. If you were fucking me 10 years ago, I'd be the happy act up here. I'd be hypnotizing a guy or talking about how men leave the toilet seat up and ladies don't really like that, do they? But no, I'm a bitter fuck and now I take it out on my wife and it's all your fault. Because if you were 10 years ago, you could have turned that chip on my shoulder into a warm, salty paste. But you chose not to, didn't you? Because you won't always be that pretty. You keep that in mind, Giggly McGillicuddy. Yeah. One day Don King won't even talk to you. You'll be shuffling down here to the Velveeta room, 76 years old. With Carry On? I don't get it either. I mean, I know Carry On, but I'm not hip on all the local Austin. Go, what? Go. I'm talking about you too. She's just taking the brunt of it, but you're the same. Hey, go back and grab, can you just go back and grab Art by the nuts? Can you do that? Make his whole week. Maybe he'll stop talking to me. Both of you. You'll be on the same Medivan coming down to the Velveeta room to see Howard Beecher. He'll still be headlining. You're shuffling off with your knee socks that are all rolled down, big varicose veins out of those pretty legs. Crawling up your ass like big blue night crawlers going. You'll have orthopedic shoes on. You'll have bald spots and gym sock titties. Kind of girl you could titty fuck using just one tit. You just spin it around and keep that. You have bed sores and liver spots and big war-torn beaver. It looked like someone kicked a hole in the side of a rotting hog's carcass. Yeah? It looked like, geek-marked and heat-rashed and ingrown hairs, boiled steak that'd make a blind man scream Armageddon, yeah. It looked like a bird's nest full of raw meat and bacon grease. Oh, you'll have colostomy bag hanging off the side of you like a 3-pound dick full of shit. You'll be all whacked out of your tit on Alzheimer's. You fucking think it's your baby and he's Alfredo. Can you get him an Enfamil? And I want another tequila sunrise. You'll have wiggly diarrhea teeth that sound like wind chimes when you wheeze. Yeah. Then you'll fuck me. Me and Art both will fuck you like a 3-legged dog with an itchy belly. And that girl can come put her finger in my ass. Leave you both with a disconnected phone number written on the back of a handy wipe. Teardrop in your milky cataract eye. You're sitting at home in front of the widescreen TV. All of these chicks have spent all your money and then blown you off. So you go back, put your favorite porn in the VCR. Jacking off all over the place. What's the most important thing to keep in mind? Good planning. What you have to do is you have to fast forward through the piece of pornography you're viewing. Find the part you want to dump your load to, and then rewind an appropriate amount of time. You know how long it's going to take you roughly, but you can't just chunk in a tape and start jacking off all higgledy-piggledy, because what will happen, as soon as you start to come, they'll show a close-up of a big, fat, sweaty Ron Jeremy staring right into the camera going, "Ugh." There's a big bloated hand staring you right in the eye. You will have to wipe off your hand in shame. That can leave you sexually dysfunctional for years. I am serious. I was watching what had to be the finest piece of pornography that I have ever seen in my life yesterday. Classic, well-written, well-directed, good quality porn. Like we were weaned on. None of this commercial fluff that they throw at you nowadays. Good industrial porn like we had as children. You had that old fucking reel-to-reel porn in your day. You're older than me even. You remember that shit you found in your dad's closet? That's a reel-to-reel shit. They could take that shit right off the war with them when they went. They didn't even need no fancy DVD or VHS. That was a shit. They'd sit in a fucking foxhole at the 38th parallel at Ouijambu. You remember your dad thought they just hold that up to the sunlight as the smoke peeled off the burning children, and you'd have to have your buddy in the foxhole. He'd reach around and jack you off because you got to keep two hands on the film because you know exactly what frame you want to dump slop to, and then you'd have to reach around and you'd jack your buddy off. It wasn't queer, it's how you fought the fucking war. You kids are soft today with your smart bombs and your laser guided technology. Back then, you reach around and you jack someone off. I'm watching a film of this caliber, and I get all wrapped up in the plot, like you do, and I ran out of tokens. So now I'll never know how it ends. Does the producer ever give her the part? I'll never know. Does the gardener ever really do the lawn? I don't have any idea. I don't even know why I sit on the fucking couch through the whole picture. Does he even do the lawn? Does she do that thing right at the end where she goes, "Come on, baby, I Good night.
had my fingering for 5 years, and it's like, it's to the point where I've got to take it out. It's fucking my teeth up. Yeah, they're all.
Where's DK? Literally.
And they're all.
Brian. They're all right. Yeah. He's old as Jesus.
Oh, you know what? If he didn't card us, he'd have fired him.